Hi, this is Atiqa Fakhar, a student of Diploma in Psychotherapy Batch 3, and the presentation's topic is emotional regulation in psychotherapy. I would like to begin my presentation with Greenberg's quotation that emotions are not problems to be solved, but experiences to be integrated. Emotional regulation sits at the very core of psychotherapy. It's about how people understand, experience, and manage their emotions in healthy ways. When we struggle to regulate emotions, we lose clarity, connections, and control, and that's where therapy becomes transformative. My presentation explores how emotional regulation functions as a key mechanism of change across different psychotherapy approaches. Why emotional regulation matter. Emotions shape perception, behavior, and relationship. Dysregulated emotion fuels distress and dysfunction. ER bridges neuroscience, resilience, and change. Therapy helps client approach emotion rather than avoid it. Emotions are at the heart of human experience. They guide how we think, relate, and respond. But when emotions become overwhelming or shut down, distress follows, anxiety, depression, even relational breakdowns. Emotion regulation links the psychological with the biological. It's the bridge between how the brain works and how healing happens. In therapy, clients learn not to escape emotion, but to approach and integrate it. Theoretical foundation, I have added two major models in my presentation: Gross's process model and Cooley's functional model. So Gross's process model shows that we can regulate emotion before or after it's triggered by changing how we interpret situation or how we respond. On the other hand, Cooley's model adds that emotion regulation serves our deeper needs for safety, comfort, and understanding. So both highlight that regulation is not about control or denial, it's about flexibility. It also engages both body and mind, and it unfolds within relationship, not in isolation. Emotion regulation in therapy. Therapy builds regulation step by step. Clients first learn to identify what they are feeling, then to tolerate it without panic or shame. With the therapist's help, they reframe painful meanings and begin to feel emotions safely in the body. The therapist's calm, attuned presence acts as a regulating force, what Shores calls as co-regulation. Over time, clients internalize that stability and learn to self-regulate. Major modalities and emotion regulation. Every major therapeutic approach works with emotion regulation in its own way. For example, CBT helps clients challenge distorted thinking. DBT combines mindfulness with emotional balance. Emotion focused therapy, EFT, uh, it dives deep into core feelings to transform them, and humanistic integrative psychotherapy relies on the authenticity and depth of the therapeutic relationship itself. Despite different methods, all aim for the same goal: emotional flexibility and safety. Evidence in neuroscience. Research backs up what therapists see in practice. Studies show that when clients regulate emotions effectively, symptoms of anxiety and depression drop significantly. Neuroimaging reveals that therapy literally reshapes the brain and calming the amygdala and strengthening prefrontal control. Emotional attunement between therapist and client enhances neural integration, proving that healing is both relational and biological. Clinical implication and future directions. In practice, we must pay attention to how each client regulates emotion, whether they suppress, avoid, or become overwhelmed. Our presence as therapists help model emotional steadiness. Combining cognitive, experiential, and mindfulness approaches support full integration. Ultimately, emotional regulation is not about control, it's about connection with oneself, with others, and with life as it truly is. When emotion can be safely felt, named, and understood, the psyche moves naturally towards healing. Thank you.